If you want to make money as a graphic designer, you've got to stop freelancing. In this video, I'm going to teach you the mindset of going from a struggling freelancer to a thriving designer. Once I changed my mindset from that of a freelancer to a business owner, I completely changed the face of my business and I was able to make more money for the same kind of work. Hey everybody, I'm Rob Genovese from Unleash My Beast brand, where I teach you how to become a brander and how to build a brand. I want to thank everybody in the subscriber community for being a part of what we're achieving here. And if you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you don't miss a single video. Now, I'm not saying that freelancing is a bad thing. In fact, I did freelancing for many years. Many of my designer friends were freelancers and still are freelancers, and they're doing just fine at it. But when I was a freelancer, I was not making as much money as I'd wanted. I was running into problems with clients who really kind of were telling me what to do. They were not really valuing my expertise so much, but they were just instructing me on what they wanted to see. They didn't really value my solutions as much as they valued my hands. Can you relate? But when I started my company, I didn't want to just be another freelance graphic designer who said he had a business. I understood the difference between the two. You see, freelancing is really being a hired gun. You're hired for project work, that once that project work is done, you go and you find another contract. Now, that's a lot like owning a business, and I know that you're going to find clients, right? When you own a business, you're going to find clients. So it's kind of similar there. But the difference lies in this. The perception of a freelancer is that this client has a job they need you to do. They need you to design something. So they give you the specs. They give you some of the art they're using. They give you a lot of what you need. They give you a brief and they give you direction. You see, the client is the creative director. Sometimes there actually is a creative director. There is an art director, and they're directing you as the designer what to do, and you're to execute on it. In other words, you're a hired gun, hired for your hands. Now, there's nothing wrong with this, as I said before. It's a fine way to make money. It's a fine way to do what you love and still make money. The problem is, it's hard to make a lot more money when you take this approach. When I started my business, like I said, I didn't want to be just another freelance designer for hire. What I wanted to be was, I wanted to be a valued partner. I wanted clients to value my input. You see, when I was a designer, I tried to convince them that my design was appropriate to what they were doing, that my design was for them, that it worked for them. But the problem is, design is subjective. You know, my style may not have been the client's style, but I was trying to sell them on why it was, or change my style, change my design, change my approach in order to fit what they liked. And that was the problem. You see, it first starts in your own mind. I had to change the way I saw myself so that my clients saw me the same way. And that mindset came in the form of a business owner. You see, business owners are hired to provide solutions. Business owners are perceived as experts in their field. They're sought after to solve a particular business challenge. Well, as a design company, I position myself the same way. I position myself as an expert. So the way you do this is very, very simple. You have to adopt the owner mindset. And that means this simply. I've already said it. You've got to solve the business problem. And for that to happen, you've got to ask the right questions. And hey, if you're getting value out of this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you don't miss another video. I have videos coming out every Tuesday and Friday. When some clients were calling me to do their website, I used to just kind of take their order and ask them, well, how big is the website? How many pages? Are you going to write the copy? Are you going to supply the images? Should I supply the images? And it was really just writing down off a menu and then giving them what they asked for. In other words, I was a service provider. But when you're a business owner, I took a different stance. When they called me up and said I need a website, my first question was, why do you think you need a website? And ultimately, the question as I would drill down, because I want to know where their head is at. So I'd ask them, why do you think you need a website? What do you want this website to do? What are your expectations of the website? What's the goal of your website? And then I would always end up with the magic bullet question, which was this: what business challenge are you looking to solve? That was a lot different. When I asked that question, a lot of my clients were like, wow, nobody's ever asked me that before. Well, since you put it that way, here's what I'm looking to solve. Now I know where to start. Now I take that strategic approach, but that's how a business owner thinks. He doesn't think like a person who's filling an order. He thinks like a person who's looking to solve a problem. And as a mentor of mine once said, the bigger the problems you solve, the more money you'll make. And he was right. If you got some value out of this video, go ahead, give it a like, pop the comments below, pop the questions below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And so after I adopted this mindset of I'm a business owner now, I'm solving problems, I started doing that with each and every client. And ultimately, what happened was because I saw myself differently, my clients saw me differently as well. And so I started to hear things like, well, we're not really sure what to do. You're the expert. You tell us. They would tell me things like, Rob, we want to know what you think. We trust what you say. And so my mindset had to change about me before theirs did. But when theirs did, I was able to charge more money because I was solving their business challenge. No designer really ever does that. Or I should say, most designers don't do that. You be the exception. Start taking that owner mindset and you can raise your prices because you're solving bigger problems. If you want to learn more about this, hit some of these videos right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.